What's going on with you guys? Excuse me. My name is Liz, by the way. Shit. Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you guys. My hair's all messy right now. Somebody's hearing the call. Somebody's hearing the call. You're being called to do something. And somebody's going to support you in it. But then they might get intimidated by it. So be careful. It's like you could have been trying to leave this person the way. But maybe religious factors are getting in the way of things. Because it's like somebody's scared or they don't trust. They're not trusting. They're thinking more. This person's like could even be like feeling like, nah, like that's the devil's work. But it's wish fulfillment. At least for you. How do you expect to ever get anywhere if you're never gonna move past those fears? Learn to fucking believe in that there's more than just what they've shown you. Alright, so for Scorpio. There's some of you guys might be getting into platforms, possibly doing something spiritual. Something, I mean, whatever it is, it's something that you love and that you're willing to put the time and effort in. This is a blessing from the universe almost. But some of you guys might have somebody who, at first, it could have started like a couples thing, maybe a blog or something, but be careful because they could be jealous. I want to say they end up getting kind of jealous. King of Cups. This could be Cancer energy. Yeah, some of you guys could be opening like a platform and putting your work out there. There's a Magician here. It's in reverse though. Somebody's doing it out of money. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. If the other person was like yeah, let's do it, you know, there's a lot of money into it. When it comes to these things, I've noticed, I mean, you guys can go ahead and try it, you know, but when I've come to notice, when it comes to like spiritual work, something that there's a calling for, try not to see it from what are you gonna get out of it, but more how are you gonna benefit the collective. Okay, because I've noted, and like I said this from what I've come to see, it could be completely wrong, but for those who follow their calling and do it for the people, the money comes following them. Honestly, the money comes following them because people will now see, you know, like, not only are you passionate about this, but you're really putting the time and effort to do the work, to do the inner work, the healing process that it takes in order for you to actually understand and be understanding and be able to recognize the situations and what are the reasons that they could possibly going through this. How is this going to benefit other people? It's honestly, to me, I absolutely love doing shadow work. Like, it's so beautiful to me because every time we do shadow work, you know, because shadow work is for everybody. Shadow walking isn't. That's what I do. Not everybody can actually go deep dive into the subconscious and be able to help somebody pull that out and bring them home. In other words, not everybody works well in those dark aspects of things. Now, I've noticed that, where am I going with this? Maybe some of you guys are trying to help people with shadow work, or you're trying to discover shadow work. Now, when it comes to shadow work, if that's the case, be careful on who helps you, because not everybody is capable of understanding truly what shadow work is. Try to do it in a safe, like a very safe location, very private location, somewhere where you feel safe, because there will be emotions brought up. There will be anger. There will be deep things that you've been repressing for the longest that come up to the surface. Also, do it with somebody that you truly trust, that you won't feel like that will use it against you, or that you can actually open up to, because this is very important that you find the right shadow worker if you are looking for somebody to help you with these types of things. Somebody who understands the mind, in other words, how it works, traumas, how to come out of that. Just shadow work is not for every day as well. I would say just use it maybe possibly 2 times out of the week, 3 times, just for starting up, because it could get very, very dark, and you could go through a very deep dark night of the soul for a while, and it'll be kind of hard to get out of that. So instead of just like diving into something thick, it's little bit at a time, little bit at a time comes to the surface, little bit at a time comes to the surface, little bit at a time comes to the surface. You know, be careful and just like drastically moving into that, because a lot of people don't understand that shadow work can be very hectic depending on the traumas that you've been through in the past. You know, it could cause a lot of illusions, confusions, depending on who you're working with as well. So work with somebody who's highly skilled, okay? Maybe you guys are starting to kind of see your calling, what's the reason you guys went through what you went through in order to do this type of stuff. Maybe you guys know how to heal one another, like, right? Let's see. Why is this noise here? Yeah, this type of money struggles. There's a plan here is what I see, but be careful. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you're just jumping into things could go kind of bad. It's like it's like risky business moves. Could even have the legal system jump in or something. So be careful, okay? Look for the right help. Look for the right people that know how to do this type of stuff, that can actually like walk you through it, even if it's journaling. Like if you want to do shadow work, I'll give you a few questions by the end of this reading that you guys can start with asking yourselves. Okay? Yeah, resting period, coming out of something that you're trying to... Okay. So you guys are trying to basically like... You trust... What the fuck? You guys are trying to acknowledge the things that even you did in the past that could have led you to certain things. You're searching for clarity, basically. That's good. And right now, it could be hard to heal things within yourself. But I do think that, sure enough, because look, we got the star in the reverse. Obviously, it's not that easy to heal. Not really knowing how to move forward. But at the same time, it's not like you're not really thinking before you do things. So it's like you could be desperately trying to do something, or you're attempting to get to a goal, but maybe you don't know how. But eventually, look, you will get your power back. I think that whatever struggles that you're going through, you're going to overcome them, definitely. You're going to get out of your head, whatever mental imprisonment that you've gone through. You are going to have to release toxic things, drug addictions, things like that. Really face those, because it's like you're not truly planning what it is and how you're going to be going about it. Possibly not even really studying it, or being like, the consistency is not really reliable, in other words. See, it's like nostalgia almost is what I'm getting from this. So here, I guess for those who are actually trying to dive into shadow work, I'm gonna give you some questions that I always give my clients to truly ask themselves. Hold on. Where's my journal? It's right here. So take out a journal. Go ahead. I'll wait. And get a pencil, pen. Do it if it's in a safe place where you're alone, where you're comfortable as well. So you can pause and go back to this. So this is how I'm gonna slowly bring you into this, okay? So first question. And be completely honest. You know, nobody's gonna read these answers. Nobody's gonna know about your answers. So you gotta be completely like honest, 100% with yourself. Remember, it's a safe place. Nobody's gonna judge you because nobody's going to read this. You can rip it right after. This is just to get this out of you, and you can see it from your point of view on the outside of you. So, and be completely 100% honest. No matter how bad it hurts, just do it. While looking back at your childhood, what still makes you angry or sad? Number 2, I want you to ask yourself, do I project certain aspects of myself onto others? For example, if something were to get you mad and right away you assume like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're mad because of whoop de whoop. Or you think just because you would react a certain way, you feel some type of way that they do too. You're accusing others possibly or seeing them in the light that you, because of the things that you could be doing. That's just an example. 3, have you ever felt embarrassed of your situation or any situation that you were in? What was it and why? 4, what's the most pain you've been in that wasn't physical? 5, how do you want to be loved? 6, would you truly be ready to be able to do that same back to for somebody? 7, when's the last time someone spoke about you or your business? What was said? Oh, or your business, like your personal business. What was said? And how did that make you feel? And then I want you to put little side notes right there. Other questions when it comes to that question. What did you do about it? Did it hurt? Feel betrayed? What was your true emotions when it came to this? 7. 8. When's the last time you spoke about someone's business to others? And I want you to write a side question for this one. What was the reason you brought them up in the first place? Another one. What did you say and to how many people? Another side question. What was the motive behind it? Another side question. Did you think of how it made them feel or look? And the next side question. Did they find out? Now the next question with this one. What's your relationship with that person now? And how was it before? 9. Now, how do you feel knowing what you know now? 10. What do you consider a good person to be? 11. Is there someone you consider a good person? Why? 12. What's a bad person to you? What considers them a bad person in your eyes? 12. Has anybody ever been a good person to you? And how did you treat them? 13. Have you ever been a bad person to other people? Whether you know them or not? 14. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Side question for this one. Why? Why would you do that? It's another side question. How would you feel being able to accomplish that? Another side question. What is stopping you from doing that now? 15. After these questions, looking at yourself, what's holding you back from moving towards the life that you want? Remember, no cheating. You gotta be completely honest and detailed, like, right? Even if it leads up to 5 pages, whatever the case is, do that, okay? Then after that, I would like you to really write yourself a letter of forgiveness. Accept what you've done. Accept what others people have done to you. Not being okay with it. You're just accepting that it happened, and so that you can move forward. You're releasing it. If you have to forgive others, do it as well. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace within your own heart and mind. Now I want you to write a letter to yourself as advice, as if you were able to deliver this letter to yourself, like as a child. For example, I would write a letter to the 6-year-old me. What would I say that I needed to hear that would have helped me during that time? Or even advice. For example, me, I would have told myself, you are lovable, you are beautiful, you know, you're special, you can be anything you want, anything that you feel like you could have told yourself when you were a child. Okay? After that, I want you to write a letter to yourself as advice, as if you're a teenager. What would you tell yourself then from the things that you know now? And that right there is just like, it's surface level things, of course, but it's kind of like you see how I dove in and then brought back out, dove in, brought back out. So we're not really staying in all the dark stuff, but like, so I just want you guys to do that if you guys want to. I don't know, like I was called to do this, this is just one of my journals. I have this shit full of like, and yes, I have done all this stuff. Yes, I constantly work with other people doing that, and it really does help. But the only way I would really be able to do true shadow work with a person would be one-on-one, because I wouldn't have to know your situation, know you, get to know you a little bit, so you can know me, if you trust me, and see how that goes, because I don't just share my energy with anybody else, and I would expect that other people are the same way. So yeah. Scorpio, that's all I got for you guys. Sorry for all the rattling and ranting, but that's what I felt like I needed to do, I guess. So I did it. Said what I had to say. So take care, guys.